Hi, my name is Dr. Shane Marcum from our Irving Clinic. I've been in Irving now for 22 years. The importance of this type of seminar and the live crash and getting to see that, it was impactful in 2016, but each year it's getting greater and greater, getting to see more information, because it's one thing to have it in a book, but to be able to see it and then convey it to a patient, but also it makes my examination much more thorough, because you understand the mechanics and the things that go through the accident itself. So I'm affording that patient a greater service of not letting small things go by because of the magnitude of the accidents, whether it's 7 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour. It's incredible at that low speed what happens. And a lot of our accidents come through and people just blow it off because I don't feel much right now, but within a week and a half afterwards, they're feeling something totally different. So it's up to us to help guide them through that care process and not take for granted whether it's $500 property damage or is it $3,000. It's just it's a means of being better at what we do, but understanding the magnitude of what the patients go through, side impact, rear impact, forwards, otherwise. So it's just a great opportunity to be able to come here and experience it firsthand. Here we are behind a Chevy Suburban that's post-crash. The bumper, as you see, is bent downward. This is a steel bumper versus the plastic casing and foam. You also see the amount of damage done, here in approximately maybe a 5 mile an hour collision. But the difference in what we're seeing is these small things that they would normally just replace the bumper with, is if the force is not enough to damage the vehicle, then the occupants absorb it all. It's a matter of crush. So if that vehicle crushes, it absorbs energy. If all it does is this, the occupants absorb all that. It only probably maybe a $500 bumper, and the ability to replace this is what it would be adjusted for.
You want to take this one? You want to take this one? You want to take this one? You can turn around. I'll do this one.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can't. You don't have a mic.
Oh.
No, you can just point to it, and I'll put a picture in over.
Sure. Okay.
There you go.
And whenever you're ready.
Here's another Chevrolet Suburban that's showing the typical bumper in traffic in the DFW area. The bumper itself has very little damage, and the hitch has very little damage because of the way the force went through the entire vehicle. So again, no damage. Most of the force goes to the occupants inside. You see the opposing vehicle that hit it from behind did crush the bumper. They're holding it on currently, but at least it had crush in it to where it absorbed. So the target vehicle had very little impact to the driver, whereas this impact, all of it went into the occupants in the interior because of no crush. Accident injury chiropractic employers send us to these seminars to be able to help educate us, but allow every employee to be educated equally, whether you're a clinic director or an associate, because the education's vital. It's diagnosing a patient, it's treating a patient, but understanding what they go through, but also the legalities of what we go through. It helps us understand and prove if needed to go to court. We have the research behind what we're doing because it's already been done through the National Highway Institute, but we're getting to actually see it, but only further solidifies what we do with neck and back pain. We also, being able to come here, our employer sends us to get above and beyond 40 to 60 hours a year at continuing education, whereas the average chiropractor gets 16. We're getting 40 to 60 specific to what we do, which is invaluable to be able to treat our patients, but have that knowledge each and every day. When you come to accident and injury, your rehab back from your injuries can be sometimes short-lived, but many times it's longer and complicated. But one of the things that as we deal with an injury is it's like the restoration of your car that you were in from the accident itself. It can be complicated getting the car functioning right, looking right, running right. And so we start from the ground up. Just as you want your car to be running like it was before the accident, we take great measures to treat you to get the pain reduced. But we're not simply a pain clinic. We're trying to restore the total use. So we want your functionality, your range of motion to be restored. We want your strengthening to be restored. And I liken the restoration of a vehicle so a patient understands pain versus corrective, is that I can fix your car, I can get the dents out, I can get it running perfectly, but I didn't paint it. And I said every patient would say, no, that you've stopped short. Well, we don't want you to stop short either. So we want you to be fully, your functionality to be correct. We want your strength to be right. I want you to walk out a better person than you came in.